Good morning. I'm wearing my sweatshirt backwards because it's cold in here, but I know I'm gonna have to take it off. So, happy Monday. It's Monday, right? I can't remember sometimes. Posted on Instagram the other day, I'm like, there's no longer Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's just day, because we don't know anymore. Do we know? Do we really? We don't. All right, got my water. Hey, Allie. Thank you for tagging me in that hysterical Instagram post. It made me laugh. And yes, I'm probably going to have to go get alcohol before tomorrow. Because guess whose husband is drinking it up all on the weekends? I want more whiskey sours. It's just basically a giant happy hour going on at our house right now. I do not drink actually most days, but I just feel like it's happy hour right now. It's better to think about our quarantine as just a giant happy hour. Just drink. Oh gosh. All right, I'm trying to get my Tabata timer set up. Cheers. Yeah. Get my Tabata timer. So we're doing a core focused workout today. We are in need of one, I think. I've gotten a lot of questions about core workouts or core exercises that we can do. Good morning, Kelly. Exercises that we can do for all phases of pregnant and postpartum. I'm not wearing a cape. I'm just wearing my sweatshirt upside down. Just so I know you think I look funny right now, but all phases of pregnant and postpartum. So it's not going to be super intensive, although it could very well, depending on how hard you want to make your abs work and your core in general. So one of the things that I want to go through with you before we begin is making sure that we aren't bracing and holding when we are working our hardest. And it's most typical when we are doing abdominal exercises. We think about, for example, a crunch. We hold our breath and we squeeze to bring our chest up towards our legs in that crunch or sit up. And what this does is it creates a lot of internal pressure in our, all right, fine, I'm gonna take this thing off. Ooh, cold. What it does is it creates pressure in our abdominal wall. And I want you to think about holding like a balloon. And if you squeeze it from the middle, what's gonna happen? Pressure's gonna try to go to the most compromised areas, right? So if we have a compromised system, either via our abdominal wall, we have that tissue structure that brings our abdominal wall together. If that is compromised, for example, with diastasis recti, which is a separation and a stretching of that tissue, or if our pelvic floor just simply can't handle the pressure that we're putting on it, it's gonna bulge, it's gonna dome, it's gonna push down, and it's gonna further weaken that tissue or that muscular structure down below because your lungs are pressing down when you're bracing and holding like that, okay? So when we're doing our core exercises, what I would like you to focus on is when you think you're going to be bearing down or holding your breath, instead I want you to give me a big exhale through the mouth. And when we do that, it brings the oxygen up out of our lungs, the air up out of our lungs, and it creates space for us to be able to better manage that pressure instead of holding our breath with a lot of air in our lungs and pushing down on that system. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to you. Because what we don't want to do is push air or push pressure. Now, pressure's there for a reason. It's a good thing. We just want to make sure that we're managing it properly. So with core exercises, this is one of the most important things to think about because we are specifically moving our muscles, our lower back, all the way wrapped around, and our pelvic floor and our diaphragm. We're all working together. All right? So I will cue us to inhale when we need to, and when we inhale, I want you to give a big breath, and I want you to push your belly out and expand through that rib cage, not just front, but also to the sides and back. And you can inhale through your mouth. I'm just giving you a visual so you can see me inhaling. Out through the ribs, out through the belly, relax the pelvic floor, and then when you exhale, you're gonna think about bringing everything in and up, contracted, knitting those muscles together and bringing them up towards the heart. So big inhale. So my core is coming in and up, and I can hold that tension right here, and I can still talk. Because I'm lifting, I'm holding, but I'm doing little breaths in through my rib cage, but I can hold that tension there for a little while and then release with a big exhale, okay? So think about holding that tension as we do our exercises today. So we're gonna start, it's gonna be very simple. I want you to grab a pillow or a yoga block or a foam roller, whatever you may have handy. If you don't, it's okay, you can still do the move with us, but let me go get my yoga block. We're gonna do 30 seconds of what we call an open book. So you're gonna come down to the floor, you're gonna tuck that yoga block or pillow, or even like a Pilates ball can work between your legs too, as long as it's pretty squishy. And we're gonna come down to the floor safely. So this way our knees are in line with our hips. We're gonna put our hands behind our head. We're gonna come forward, and then we're gonna extend back as far as we can. With an exhale, inhale, come forward, and exhale. You're lifting through that pelvic floor, drawing that core in and up. Here we go, back again. You can choose to inhale at the beginning and exhale through the full range of movement, or you can exhale on the bringing forward or back. Just focus on what feels best for you. Lifting that core and pelvic floor one more time. Now we're gonna switch sides. Open book on the other side. Got that block stacked between our knees, down on the floor, one arm behind the head. Here we go. Oh, my back popped. That feels really good. Now keep those knees pressed down onto the floor. You don't have to come all the way back to touch the floor with that back elbow. Lift through that pelvic floor. Inhale, relax, and then lift, 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 exhale. Back again. Good job. One more time. Between 5 and 8 repetitions is good here. All right. Good job. So the next one's going to be the bird dog, which you've probably seen me do before. So we're going to come down to the floor on all fours, hands under the shoulders, knees stacked under the hips, and you're going to alternate sending one leg back and the opposite arm forward. I'm going to back up here so you can see me a little better. And if you don't like the arm movements, you can just do legs, or you can just do arm movements right here. So make sure your back's nice and neutral. You're not caving, locking it out. And you're going to exhale through that range of motion. I'm going to send my right foot back. And bring it in. Alternate, other side. Exhale. Bring it in. Inhale to reset if you need to. Big, strong inhale, expanding through the ribs, relaxing the belly, and exhale. Oh, I forgot which side I was going on. Exhale. Now remember, you're not kicking your foot up as high as you can. You're kicking it back and maintaining that muscle or that alignment through that lower back. Again. Inhale at the reset. Take as long as you need here. I want you to be able to hear your breaths. Like you're blowing out a birthday candle. One more. Good job. Now we're going to come down to the floor. We're going to do a dead bug. This is probably the most confusing for a lot of us. If you have that yoga ball or yoga block or pillow, or even a Pilates ball, I'm going to have you use it just because it's a little easier to think about this if you haven't done it before. So, opposite hand, opposite leg. My right hand and my left leg. Knees stacked up over the hips. One arm is holding onto that ball, pushing it on the knee. The other two arms and legs that are free are going to extend. So make sure you're pressing your lower back into the ground, little anterior tilt in the pelvis. Here we go. So out and in. Big inhale at the top, exhale, and in. Out. Squeeze your butt. Don't let that lower back come off the floor. Relax your head. It's harder than it looks. You can make it harder if you wish. One more. Good. Now you're going to switch sides. So my left hand is holding that ball over my right knee, or your yoga ball, or your yoga block, or pillow, or whatever it is. Even if you just want to keep your hand on your knee, so that way you know, don't move these two. Just keep them where they are. Other hand and leg move. Here we go. Exhale. Keep that lower back down on the floor. You should be feeling this. If you want a little extra, push on that opposite knee. Good job. Big inhale to reset at the top. My upper abs are already burning. These are sneaky. I think we got 2 more. Down and up. Down and up. Good job, everyone. All right. Oh, I feel that right here. Perfect. If you are too, good job. If you don't, you will feel something soon. So we're doing 40 seconds of work with a 10-second break in between. 3 rounds, 3 exercises, but we're doing 5 different versions of right and left on 2 different ones. Math that out, it's 5. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna come down to the floor. Make sure that you have a one single weight, something that's shoulder weight nearby, but we're not gonna use it right away. Just have it handy because you're only gonna have 10 seconds to grab it and come into the next exercise, okay? So we're gonna make the abs work with very little rest in between. Remember, slow, controlled. I'm giving you 40 seconds so that you can choose your pace. Some people might wanna go a little faster. Some people might need to go a little slower. It's all good. So the first one we're gonna do is a side plank clam dip. Clam dip. So it just sounds funny. Oh, you know, I'm at this point now where, like, being in quarantine, like, I'm laughing at the stupidest stuff. The stupidest stuff is making me giggle because I have to find humor somewhere. I have to. It's how I'm going to survive. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come down onto one side. I'm going to come down onto my right, which might look like your left. Your hips on the ground, your knee is bent. You're stacking your heels together. And then what you're going to do is you're going to keep that shoulder over that elbow, and you're going to extend up, and my hip just popped. Clam and down. So extend, clam, and down. I don't know why I'm laughing at it, calling it a clam. I mean a clam shell. Clam shell, that's why it's so funny, because I'm not calling it by the right name. It's a clam shell, not clam. Come on, Crystal. Get your stuff together. Here we go, 40 seconds. So I'm exhaling at the top, and I'm lowering down. Inhale. Exhale up. Ribs are forward, our ribs are stacked over the hips. Inhale down. Remember, this is where we learn the move. Squeeze that butt, but keep that hip forward. Can we get 2 more? 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Oh, those are something. So we've got a healthy dose of glute exercises in with all these core movements, so you're welcome. Here we go. Can you see me okay? My legs kind of blend in with the background. See that? Remember, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, down. Exhale, everything a nice straight line. Hips are forward. Stacked right on top of each other. I'm not leaning too far back or too far forward. Inhale. If you feel like you're getting lightheaded or your breaths are causing you to feel uneasy, slow it down. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, the next one is a reverse plank dip. So mamas, come down onto the floor. Hands under the shoulders. Point your toes. Double chin it. 1, and down. 2, down. 3, down. Legs are straight. Hands are right under their shoulders. Squeezing your butt, exhaling. Now we're doing this reverse plank because your core isn't just your front abs. It's also your lower back. Your core system is made up of everything in between your rib cage and your hip bones. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. All right, grab your weight. Standing half kneeling chopper. So my right leg's out in front, left hand in front or on top. I'm gonna take my weight and I'm gonna go up, and then I'm gonna go down. Now when I inhale at the top, I am going to keep my ribs down. Really focus on that trunk rotation. We're rotating through the core, working shoulders, slowly lower. 10 seconds, then we switch sides. Wood chopper right here. 4, 3, 2, 1, other side. Other knee out. You're gonna come down this side and go up this side. Exhale on the down swing. Here we go. Or exhale through the full range of motion. Whatever allows you to best connect with that core and pelvic floor to lift. Good job. I'll turn to the side so you can see what it looks like. Ribs are down, ribs are down, ribs are down. I'm not leaning or throwing it back behind me. Everything is nice and controlled. Inhale at the bottom. 3, 2, 1. Woo, back to the side plank clamshells. Set your weight aside. Going down to my right side. I'm gonna speed it up just a little. Stay at whatever pace works for you. Here we go. 1. Inhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Drive those heels together. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your butt up off the ground. At the top of that side plank. Clamshell. Not clam. Clamshell. Oh dear. 10 seconds. Keep that chest up. Nice and straight. And 1. Ha! Other side. Heels together, knees bent, hip on the ground, hike your leggings up, pick your wedgie, and let's go. Inhale, exhale. So we're not bearing down, we're not pushing down. We're lifting. Lift that pelvic floor. You're squeezing your butt here as well to lift those knees. Inhale on the reset. For any reason you lose that connection with your pelvic floor, just come down and reset. Three, two, one. Whew. All right, reverse plank dips. Hands under those shoulders. If you need to be on an inclined surface to help take some of that pressure away from your core, you can do so. Here we go. Drop it down. Hands are spread wide. Elbows right under those shoulders. Pushing your heels into the ground. Point those toes. Double chin that. Don't look back. I want to see double chins. I have a glorious double chin in almost everything I do. 10 seconds. Keep those shoulders back and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, half kneeling. For the final round, I'm going to give you the option to stand and balance on one foot, which I'm going to try. It's going to be so fun. But for now, we stay right here. Twist through that core. So we're working all parts of the core. Front, back, side rotation, anti-rotation. Woo, breathe heavy. Like you're blowing out those birthday candles, 10 seconds. Lift up, and 1. Good job, other side. Whew. Shoulders are working too. Off to the side, down and up. So, if you want a little added movement, take your butt and twist it. So tilt it forward. Stack those ribs right over those hips. So you might be like this. I want to see your butt down. Try to make your butt disappear. Trust me, it won't disappear. Almost there, team. 10 seconds. Keep those ribs down. When we're getting a little tired, ribs tend to fall out of place. Fall out of place. My words are breaking down, and stop. All right, last round, side clams. Clam shells. I really want clam chowder right now. Okay. On the ground, here we go. Up. See, I had an inclination to hold my breath there for a moment. Right there, don't do it. Exhale. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale. Shoulders right over that elbow. Now, if you don't like the clam shell, you can just give me those hip dips too. Up and down. Up and down. Huh. My dog just appeared in the window and scared the crud out of me. Willow. 2, 1. Shoulders are burning too. Other side. How are we doing? Doing all right? Hike your leggings up, pick your wedgie, come down. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Knee goes up. Inhale at the bottom. Keep those feet together. Hand on your tummy if you need to feel that tension. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, back to the plank dips. So ideally, you can take this and you can do 10 to 12 reps on each side. It's going to be longer than the 40 seconds that we've given you to do this, unless you're a speed demon. But if you do 10 to 12 reps on each side, 3 rounds, you're awesome. That's a great workout for the core. 20 seconds, relax those shoulders. My kid's calling my name. Yes, Xander? In the office. Okay. Looking for pencils, great. 3, 2, 1. All right, for this one, if you want to stand and give me that half kneeling chop, you can try it. Tell me what you think. Here we go. Up and down. So this is adding balance into the core. If you want to just stay on your knees, you can do that. Twist, down, hips forward. Remember, lock those ribs down on that. Press up. Practice with your breaths here. See what feels right. 10 seconds. Keep that core lifted on that exhale. Keep that knee up. 3, 2, 1. You're gonna find one side's gonna be a lot easier than the other if you're doing this balance. Oh dear. So right hand on top, left hand on bottom, knee up, down, and rise. Down, and rise. Don't look at me. If you can find a spot on the floor, oh gosh, don't drop it, Crystal. Find a spot on the floor, stare at it. It's gonna help with your balance. 10 seconds. Work on that breath. Exhale, pull. And stop. Holy smokes! How'd you do? Look, I got some sweat going on. Oh man. Make sure I'm not missing any comments. Oh. How'd it go? What'd you think? Let me know. Oh man. So those are all excellent moves. Now, if you found that you were uncomfortable, not uncomfortable, but experiencing pain in any particular area around your core or pelvic floor during any of those exercises, please let me know, because I didn't want to call this a workout that is safe for all levels, because safe isn't an exercise. It's not a thing that you do. It's how you feel when you do it, right? That's what safe means. So what feels safe to me now might not feel safe for the next person. And what feels safe to me now did not feel safe to me when I was 2 weeks postpartum. So some things might need to be changed to better accommodate you and your body, which there's no problem with that. That's great. That's what we want to do. We want to meet ourselves where we are right now. So if you liked it, let me know. If you hated it, let me know. If you wanted some options that are different than what I've given you, let me know. Otherwise, happy Monday. Great core workout. I know this isn't stuff that like gets our heart rate super raised or whatever, but it's not always about the calorie burn. It's not always about the buffing out the muscles. It's about working on the inside first and laying that foundation so that we can build our house on top of it, or whatever you want to call it. We can put more habits on that foundation as we progress. So this boring basic stuff is often necessary, and it's boring, but it's so good. It's so good for your body, and you're gonna feel like it's going to add to everything else in the long run. If you didn't do it now, my kids thought I was a jungle gym, but we had fun. Allie, I know, a lot of this stuff was on the floor. I'm so sorry. It's just gonna add more resistance, and you're gonna have to work your core even harder. Hey, dude.
They're not in the office.
I will help you find them. I'm gonna say goodbye. Do you want to come say goodbye? Wait, you're in your underwear. Never mind. I'm just gonna leave him over there. I will see you all on Wednesday. Actually, no, tomorrow for our coffee talk. If you have questions for the coffee talk that you want me to address, please let me know. And then yes, we'll have another workout on Wednesday. Happy Monday. I hope you have a great day. Bye.